Hey guys, William here from Junilai and Williams Adventures. Sam Mabuhay. Also, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world. We bring you greetings from Junilai and Williams Adventures. I'm here in the Philadelphia area in the United States, guys. Been over here since April 4th. A lot of our subscribers have been asking Junilai and also asking myself, what's going on with you guys? Hey guys, listen. I've decided to come to the USA back in April 4th, right after Easter. I had been renting my house out, guys, for a couple years. And I decided, now that I'm living in the Philippines, the last couple years, that I was going to sell my house. And so that's what I'm doing, guys, going through the process of selling my house and visiting family. And then I'm going to return to my life in the Philippines. But this is the question, guys. A lot of our subscribers are asking us, what should I do, William? I'm in an LDR. I'm in a long distance relationship. I've never been to the Philippines. What about my finances in the United States? What about my bank accounts? I'm ready to retire soon. I've met a Filipina. I want to go to the Philippines. I'm not quite sure if I want to live there yet. I don't know. It's my first time. Well, guys, that's what we're going to talk about. If you're going to be going on vacation, just go over and visit, guys. Make your time, get your time off work if you're still working. Schedule the trip, get your plane ticket, and go and see, guys. A lot of guys have asked about the long plane flight. Guys, you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. There's lots of ways that you could deal with it, but I go from JFK in New York on the East Coast straight to Manila. It's a 16-hour flight. And remember, as I said in a video, it's mind over matter. If you need your doctor to give you something to relax, ask your doctor to give you something. It could be like a pacifier. I've had the doctor order me different things like Klonopin, but I never used it. It was like a pacifier, guys. But I got used to the 16-hour flight. I've done it 5, 6, 7 times. So guys, back and forth, guys. So this is the thing. At some point, you just got to get on the plane and go. Because if you're in an LDR, you can't keep talking to the Filipina for month after month, year after year, and not go see her. That's not really a relationship, guys. It's like a pen pal. You have to visit her in person. So let's get back to the business of if you're going over to the Philippines and you're planning on living there to be an expat, guys. What do you do with your possessions? What do you do with your cars? What do you do with your house? When you're going for the first time, do you sell all those things? Do you liquidate your property? Maybe you're widowed. Maybe you're divorced. Maybe you were never married. What do you do with your bank accounts? Well, these are the things we want to discuss. Guys, the little things that the questions that we've been asked, and guess what? They're good questions because there's no wrong answer. You need to know. What about my phones? What about all these things? What about Social Security? What about Medicare? So guys, that's what we want to discuss. I decided that I would rent my house out when I first moved to the Philippines back in 2022 is when I went to the Philippines. And I rented my house. That went well for a while, guys, until the renters started having problems. And believe me, if you're renting your house and your renters are having problems, guys, it's going to cause you a problem. Remember that. So there is no right way or wrong way. But this is the thing. If you liquidate everything, your cars, your house, properties, whatever you have from the beginning, then you burnt your bridges, correct? And it's almost the point of no return. You're going to the Philippines and you have to be successful. You have to make sure that it's what you want, especially for guys that are doing that and didn't visit the Philippines at all. I would suggest that you at least make one exploratory trip to the Philippines before you liquidate all your assets in the United States, guys. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up so we can continue to put out content that we hope is helpful, Junilai and myself, to those that are transitioning to the Philippines, those that are vacationing to the Philippines. That's what our channel is all about. helping others not to make the mistakes we made. Almost like giving back to the community, guys. We appreciate all our subscribers. We appreciate all those that support the channel. And shout out to every one of our subscribers, David and all the rest, Gerard, each one of you that are members of our channel and support our channel, all our subscribers. Guys, so that becomes the question. Do you cancel your Medicare? That's something else that if you're over 65 or over, Medicare doesn't work in the Philippines, guys. Remember that. So you're paying that premium, $175 or whatever it is for Part B of Medicare, and that's doctor visits and things like that, that you cannot pay for with that in the Philippines. So are you going to cancel that before you move? That's the questions, guys, because you'll need insurance in the Philippines, especially if you're a senior over 62. You know that whatever can go wrong does go wrong, and you got to be prepared. It's better to have insurance and not need it, guys, than to need insurance and not have it. Remember that. So once again, you're in the LDR. Maybe you're going for the first time to meet your Filipina. I would suggest that you probably don't liquidate everything at once. Go for an exploratory trip, guys, first. Do not close your American bank account. The American dollar is worth over 57.76, I think, right now, to every 1 peso. So if you keep your money in your American account, you can transfer if you're moving to the Philippines, guys, you can transfer your monthly budget, be it MoneyGram, be it Western Union, Remitly, any one of these transfer services will work. It's a one-time fee of $15 to $18 to transfer your whole monthly budget. You don't need to keep using your debit card, guys. Make sure you get you a Skype number or one of these phone numbers that you can call with a really cheap quarterly or monthly bill that you can continue to call your banks in case Social Security or one of your banks wants to send you a code. If you don't have a place to send the code, you can't get into your apps, guys. These are the secret things that a lot of guys stumble and don't know. It could be the difference between you getting your Social Security check or not. So guys, anybody that wants to talk to us further, remember, comment and we'll respond down in the comments, guys. Remember also to check our links. We have Safety Wing Travel Insurance there. If you're looking to meet a Filipina, Christian Filipina is in our links, guys. Junilai and I met on Christian Filipina. I use Safety Wing Travel Insurance whenever I travel to the Philippines for the trip, guys. It covers you in case you lose something. Some disaster befalls you. Who knows what could happen? It's better to be covered, guys. It covers you from the time you leave to the time that you return, guys. And while you're there in the Philippines. So remember, I would advise you don't liquidate everything if you're going for the first time. Some guys just jump out and liquidate everything and go. And I've seen a lot of disasters, guys. Because then they got to the Philippines for the first time. They didn't really like it after 6 months. And they had to rebuild their whole life back in the United States. So guys, I suggest you make an exploratory trip at least once to visit that Filipina. She may not be in person what you thought she was when you were talking to her for all that time online, guys. I came back now after almost 2 years to liquidate my house because I know that I want to live in the Philippines. I love the culture. I love the people. I'm happy with my life in the Philippines. So I came back to liquidate my house, but I rented it out first, guys. Not saying that's for everybody. What do you do with your cars? Well, should you buy a car in the Philippines? Should you buy property in the Philippines? Guys, a lot of guys go and build a house. They buy property. Well, remember, that's going to be in your girlfriend's name or your wife's name. It's not going to be in your name. So, as of now, I'm still renting. There's ins and outs to which way is the best. But guys, for me, that works for me right now. I may buy a car in the future. I didn't buy one. Public transportation was very affordable. But it's optional. If you want to buy a car, you can buy a car, guys, in the Philippines. You can buy a house in the Philippines. You can buy a condo. There's a lot of ways you can go. But use common sense, guys. Make sure you know the person If you're going to put a house and build a house in someone else's name, you better make sure you trust the person that you're building that house in. Whether you're married to her, whether you're just living together, whatever the case, guys. Use common sense. Don't leave your common sense on the plane. When you get off the plane, keep it with you guys. So these are some of the things we wanted to talk about. But this is William here at Junie Lyon Williams Adventures in the USA, liquidating my house. But I keep my American accounts, guys. In my opinion, you should keep your American accounts, bank accounts, even when you're living in the Philippines. It's the wise thing to do, guys. The American money is much more powerful than the Philippine money, guys. You can start a token account over in the Philippines, but I would keep the lion's share of my assets in my American bank account. The American bank account is insured, guys. You don't know what can happen to the account that you have in one of the banks in the Philippines. Your money is secured in the United States, and it gives you a presence in the United States for all these tax purposes and all these things, guys. So if you have any questions, you have any comments about questions, answers, about transitioning to the Philippines, feel free to comment, guys. And if there's something that we feel we can help you with, we will do that. Remember, as some of the other vloggers like Gio, a shout out to him, that helped me with the virtual mailbox. These are things that you're going to need, guys, because you're going to need somewhere for your mail to come. The virtual mailboxes work well. Guys, once again, if you have questions, this is a question and answers video. Should I liquidate my property in the U.S.? What should I do? Well, every situation is different, guys. But for me, I made an exploratory trip first to meet that LDR. Guys, you don't want to sell everything you got sight unseen. Go to another country on the other side of the world for the first time, and then you burned all your bridges. For some people that works, but for the majority, it doesn't work, guys. Remember that. There's a lot of pitfalls that could happen. Guys, even in the Bible, when the people from Israel were going to conquer the land, they went and spied out the land first, guys, before they sent the troops. And it's a good lesson there. It's a biblical lesson. Go over and check it out first, guys, before you just jump all the way in and not knowing. Once again, this is questions and answers about transitioning to the Philippines. We tell you, enjoy every day, guys, because tomorrow's not promised. Remember, to our subscribers and to our supporters, if you have any questions about transitioning, about vacation, and we can help, feel free down in the comment to ask that question. Should I liquidate my house? Should I start a bank account? What should I do about Medicare? These are questions that you're going to deal with if you're transitioning, guys. So until next time, I'll make this video short. This is William, here selling my house in the USA, because I'm going to take that money, leave it in my American account, and then I'll have a big chunk of money, guys, that is savings and fail-safe, and continue to live on my budget, guys. It's the wise thing to do. Give yourself a little time, and remember, in your patience is the success. We'll see you next time at Junie Lyon Williams Adventures. Until then, enjoy every day, because tomorrow is not promised, guys. See you next time.